well, I went to high school at Georgia Cyber Academy, which is actually an online charter school, which offers 4 plans and individual learning plans that help students like me overcome challenges like the time on tests and assignments, help us focus on getting our work done, because my mom would be happy to tell you I struggled with the getting them done fast enough. I actually was so disappointed in myself that I dropped my purse on the way out, picked it back up, and was really, it was a math test. It was so hard.
What are some of your strengths?
Some of my strengths would be building relationships. One thing I love about my autism is I work with small preschoolers and cute little kids with autism and special needs, and I help by improving their lives now. All it takes is encouragement, as it took me a lot of encouragement to try do new things. I had a tutor when I was young, a tutor who became a friend. It just takes encouragement, as I was just able to get a little girl to slide down the slide. 5 minutes ago, she didn't want to do it, but 5 minutes later, she went from the top of the slide to the bottom of the slide, all because I told her to try it. Just try it. And another strength I have, so besides working with small children, I can also help young ASD adults like myself become self-advocates. I can take younger people under my wing and help them overcome some challenges. And I'm very excited to be doing that very shortly, because I will have another self-advocate as a beautiful young lady who I would be very honored in helping to become a self-advocate like me.
That's all?
And I'm working right now. One more thing is I'm still planning to go to community college.
Well done, ladies. Come on. Take them down. And yes, what Sunny said is true. Just as Mimi is going to be setting an example for so many self-advocates, Sunny will also be helping me with training the next generation of self-advocates to inspire, motivate, educate, and empower the future. These ladies are taking their first steps. Where they go from now, who knows? But it's going to be a beautiful path that they'll travel. Well done, girls. Lindsay, how are we for time?
We're good for time. I think we could either you could discuss, or if parents have anything they'd like to add.
So I have a few minutes for a speech?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to say one thing, that this is so impressive. This is so difficult for you to do this and stand up in front of these people, and you've done such a beautiful job. And I know when it's over, oh, thank God I listened through this, it's over. But you're so impressive, and it's taken such courage for you to get here, and we really all appreciate that. So you've done a beautiful, beautiful job.
On my YouTube vlog named Sunny D Curls.
And I must thank you all for giving them their practice. You've been such a big help. All right, ladies, you can take a seat. I'll give just a quick speech. I know it won't be nearly as good as these two, but you gotta try. As I said, my name is Aaron Denberg Niederhofer, and I too am on the autism spectrum. Autism has been a rocky developmental journey for me. When I was young, not only did I have problems with language, pointing and grunting was more of it, I even had motor problems, as in moving my mouth correctly, salivating out of the side of one side of my mouth. The number of developments has shown to me that to live with autism, it's a lifelong journey. You never step the way. But one thing that will always be a lesson is the saying that it takes a village to raise a child. So true. If you want your child with autism to truly develop, it's not just the mother and father. It's your friends, your community. I grew to where I was not just thanks to the doctors, the psychiatrists, the therapists. My prescription medication helped, but like any good medicine, it's a combination, a synergy. The people. I have made so many mistakes in communication skills. And yes, just like what Sunny said when she spoke to her teacher, the first therapist that I ever met in Atlanta, it was quite a colorful experience. I have been at times a problem child and a wonderful child, but it's been a development all the way. What matters is definitely encouragement for the individual. They need to know that they can achieve more. But one of the most powerful factors in the universe is gratitude and love. Teach a child that, and you will have raised one of the most wonderful human beings. Based on that I was able to gain from my mother, our friends, our family, I was able to achieve more in life. I thought, and we thought, that I was going to spend most of my life in some respite home, never amounting to much, and maybe if I was lucky, a job. But because people kept believing on me, kept helping me move outside my comfort zone, and trying to do more, I became obsessed with pushing the boundaries of what was possible and what other people could do. Granted, I drive my mother up the wall by how hard I go out of the way to help other people. I'm so genuine, it's actually disgenuine at times, people think. Wow. But I'm now working in the financial sector, advising financial professionals how to make money. I'm not the best, and do not put me in the highway or in a race. I can drive. But I'm semi-crazy driver, not completely crazy. There are so many things I've accomplished in life, friends, jobs, advocacy. But as much as far as I've come, I'm just one person who's doing it. And that is why I realize for autism community to truly move forward, it needs to be more than just me. So I applied myself as a self-advocate. I started asking people who would like to be helped, who would be willing to accept help, acknowledging that they have autism, if I could help them and they in return could help me. Because when you help someone, when you work with someone, you learn something about yourself in the process. We're human beings. We rise together or fall alone. Because be honest, show of hands, how many of you actually do your own hair? Wait, how many of you actually cut your own hair? Oh my! I did not expect that. But we all have our strengths and our weaknesses. I continue to seek to this day to pursue the strengths, no matter how severe a person with autism can be. there always has to be a strength in something. There always has to be somewhat purpose for someone in life. One step forward, one moving forward at a time. Whether it's 2 steps forward, it's still only 1 step back, not 2. All of us are here today because we came for that community. And we will get through this together. Because there's hope. Where there's a will, there's a way. Where there's a way, there's a will. Now, combine those two and bring our worlds together. We will make a difference. My name is Aaron Denberg Niederhofer, and I am more than ordinary. We will now be fielding any and all questions within reason. Our parents here, and guests, will be happy to answer multiple questions from all of you. So I please insist that before you ask us wonderful kids, you ask the parents first and hear their wonderful stories. Questions are open.
I do have a question. My name is Blanca Vanessa Delgado. I'm 32 years old, and I have a child that is 4, going to be 5, with autism. I'm really proud to say he's my son, because I love him with all my heart.
There's much that can be done with your son.
But I want to do much more for him.
You can.
That's why I'm here.
How can we help you?
I really want to learn more about the autism. And I want to be able to become better, to teach him the way that he needs to grow in life.
He's so smart.
He's really smart. But I know he needs my help, and that's what I'm here for.
Well, it sounds like you've really made the very first great step, because my name's Dorian Denver, and I'm Aaron's mom. Very proud mom. It sounds like you've really made the most important first step, which is having him diagnosed. And early intervention is so key and so crucial, because as we know, children develop, everybody develops incrementally, and the development in a small child is much greater, there's much greater capacity to do so than as we get older. Once we walk, we're walking, we're already doing that. Once we speak, we're speaking. So there are many interventions available to you. Both, Erin made mention of a multidisciplinary approach, right? So I don't know if Erin was a very aggressive child. He also was not initially diagnosed with autism. Actually, he was diagnosed with a whole host of other, alphabet issues. But if your child may need medication, a therapeutic educational environment, I think, is critical. Why? Because if your child is in a preschool program, as an example, and is getting the therapeutic environmental help, moment to moment, hour by hour during that day, if you will, right? And then you are able to reinforce that in the evening, then your child has, as much intervention from therapy, professional and you. Your child undoubtedly may need speech therapy or occupational therapy. As an example, Aaron commented on that he drooled. So there were different interventions, and most people, I thought Sunny's comment was fascinating about reading. What I find is, people have to be ready. For instance, you can say try it, but what is that moment that opens the door, right? And so we need to be trying multidisciplinary things so that when the child is ready, the child can take that next step, whatever it is, whether it's speech, getting better motor skills, which then helps you to write, developmentally. Does your child have an auditory processing issue as well.